Welcome, incredible mysteries viewers, to a case that plunged the glitter of post-war Hollywood into unimaginable darkness. A story so brutal, so baffling, that it still haunts the annals of unsolved crime. Tonight, we peel back the facade of glamour to confront the chilling truth behind the Black Dahlia, Hollywood's most gruesome unsolved mystery and the elite's dark secrets. Part 1. A Dreamer in the Shadows. Her name was Elizabeth Short. Born in Boston in 1924, she was one of countless young women drawn to the siren call of Hollywood in the roaring post-war years. A striking brunette with piercing blue eyes, Elizabeth dreamed of stardom, or perhaps simply a life more exciting than the one she'd left behind. Friends and acquaintances described her as beautiful, vivacious, but also somewhat restless and elusive. She drifted through odd jobs, lived with various companions, and spent her nights at cocktail lounges and clubs, mingling with soldiers and aspiring stars. She was not yet famous, but she was memorable. With her raven hair often dyed black and a penchant for black clothing, she acquired a fitting, if posthumous, nickname from the press, the Black Dahlia. Her life, however, was far from the silver screen fantasy she sought. By early 1947, Elizabeth was drifting, often crashing with acquaintances, sometimes struggling for money. Her last known sighting was on January 9th, checking out of the Biltmore Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, allegedly to meet her sister. But she never arrived. Days turned into a week. A chilling silence fell over her usual haunts. Then on a crisp January morning, the silence was shattered. Part 2. The grim discovery. It was January 15, 1947. In a vacant lot on Norton Avenue in Leimert Park, a mother walking with her child made a discovery so horrific it would forever be seared into the city's psyche. Lying face up, brutally severed at the waist, was the nude body of Elizabeth Short. The scene was a nightmare. Elizabeth's body had been meticulously cleaned, drained of blood, and posed, almost artfully. Her face was grotesquely mutilated, a Glasgow smile card from ear to ear, giving her a permanent, terrifying grin. Parts of her body were missing, and intricate surgical precision had been used to sever her torso. It was a crime of unfathomable rage and chilling calculation, clearly committed by someone with medical or anatomical knowledge. The Los Angeles Police Department, along with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, immediately launched a massive investigation. It was the biggest manhunt in l.a.p.d. history, involving hundreds of officers. But the nature of the crime, its sheer brutality, immediately captured the attention of something even more powerful than the police: the press. Part 3. A city obsessed. A killer taunting the Black Dahlia case exploded. Newspapers, particularly the Hearst-owned Los Angeles Examiner, ran sensational, often exploitative, headlines, turning Elizabeth Short from a victim into a morbid celebrity. They sensationalized her life, painting her as a promiscuous party girl, feeding the public's appetite for dark glamour. This media frenzy, while generating tips, also led to a flood of false confessions and red herrings, muddying the waters for investigators. But the true horror deepened when the killer himself began to communicate. Taunting letters, crudely cut from newspaper headlines, were sent to the press, along with some of Elizabeth's personal effects: her birth certificate, social security card, and address book, often wrapped in gasoline-soaked rags. One note chillingly stated, "Here is Dahlia's belongings, and more to come." The l.a.p.d. followed every lead, interviewed countless individuals, and pursued a staggering number of suspects, over 150 at one point. Hundreds more confessed, desperate for fleeting notoriety. Yet, the true perpetrator remained elusive, operating with a chilling impunity that hinted at something far more sinister than a lone psychopath. Every lead seemed to end in a dead end, every promising suspect leading nowhere. Part 4. The elite's dark secrets and conspiracy. As the investigation stalled, whispers began to circulate. Whispers that went beyond a simple unsolved murder. These whispers spoke of powerful figures, men of influence in Hollywood's elite, doctors, politicians, even members of the police force itself. The sheer audacity of the crime, the surgical precision, the public staging. It suggested someone with connections, someone who felt untouchable. One prominent, recurring suspect was Dr. George Hodel, a respected physician with ties to the powerful and influential. His son, Steve Hodel, a retired l.a.p.d. detective, would later present a compelling, albeit controversial, case against his father, alleging a long history of dark secrets, misogyny, and a connection to the surrealist art movement, which might explain the artistic posing of the body. Evidence suggested Hodel had indeed known Elizabeth, and his mansion reportedly had a darkroom potentially used to develop photos of the murder. Most damningly, Steve Hodel uncovered police surveillance recordings from 1950 where his father was heard saying phrases like, "Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia." There's no way they could prove it. The accusations against Hodel, however, never led to a conviction. Like many other promising leads, his case seemed to evaporate under official scrutiny. This fueled a deeper, more chilling theory that the murder wasn't just unsolved due to incompetence, but due to a deliberate cover-up. Was the killer protected by powerful friends within the establishment, even within the l.a.p.d.? Were evidence and testimonies intentionally suppressed? The bizarre nature of the original police investigation, which shifted focus away from key suspects, raised serious questions about corruption and influence. Some theories even tie the murder to a network of illegal abortions, back-alley medical procedures, or illicit activities among Hollywood's wealthy and depraved. The beautiful Elizabeth Short had stumbled into a world far darker than her dreams, a world where the elite's secrets were protected at any cost. Part 5: The Lingering Mystery and Legacy. Over 77 years later, the murder of Elizabeth Short remains officially unsolved. The Los Angeles Police Department still lists it as an open case. The suspects are gone, the direct evidence has faded, and the definitive truth remains buried in the past. The Black Dahlia case is more than just a gruesome murder. It's a chilling symbol of the shadows lurking beneath the glittering facade of Hollywood. A stark reminder that power, influence, and the desire to protect a dark secret can, sometimes, allow monstrous acts to go unpunished. It embodies the public's enduring fascination with the dark underbelly of fame and the unsettling possibility that justice can be bought or simply buried. Will the full truth about the Black Dahlia ever emerge? Or is this one dark secret of Hollywood's elite destined to remain forever hidden in the cold annals of history? What do you believe happened to Elizabeth Short? Share your theories in the comments below. And if you dare to explore more untold stories from the shadows of the past, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Incredible Mysteries for more.